A fundamental rights petition filed at the Supreme Court by 5 students of the private medical college in Malabe was withdrawn today. The petition was taken up before a bench comprising of Justices Chandraika Naika, Eva Vanasundara and Sisira Diabro today.
The petition was filed claiming that the Health Ministry was in contempt of court, having failed to provide clinical training for students at the private medical college in Malabe after agreeing before the Supreme Court to do so. Attorneys representing the students in court today noted that they have decided to withdraw the petition as the Health Ministry has already agreed to provide them with clinical training at the Avisawala and Kaduvela hospitals. The Government Medical Officers Association had also sought the permission of court to be represented in this case as a stakeholder. The bench noted, however, that they could not do so as the petition had been withdrawn. Meanwhile, the medical faculty students activist committee staged a silent demonstration opposite the court complex today in protest of the Health Ministry's decision. The Jayawardhanapura Hospital is the main location for clinical training for students at the Jayawardhanapura faculty. So the students at the Jayawardhanapura faculty are being evicted in order to provide trainings for students from Satham in Malabe. An organization calling themselves the People's Movement for the Protection of Free Health Rights staged demonstration opposite the Avisawala Base Hospital today to protest the providing of clinical training for students of a private medical college at a public hospital. Students of the private medical college met with the General Secretary of the JVP today and requested that the party not oppose them receiving practical training. The only solution to this problem is for the government to take over the private medical college in Malabe. Then these children will have justice and it will not be a problem for free education. This is where we are exerting pressure. The government must intervene immediately to resolve this matter. We have a problem with the fact that the Health Ministry has made a promise that is completely contradictory with its previous promise. The Health Secretary has gone beyond his powers and has misused power to provide a state asset to a private business. We will be going to court against the Health Secretary as a public official and the Health Minister as the decision maker. Health Minister Rajati Senaratne says he will take steps to implement the decision of the Supreme Court. Issuing a statement, the minister noted that if persons wish to disregard the court's decision and take legal action against himself and the ministry's secretary, then he is prepared to face it. He adds that the matter can be settled at the Supreme Court. These children must have the opportunity to receive clinical training at public hospitals. Many people are acting to prevent this, but the court has decided that public hospitals should be open to these students. They are all our children. Some succeed in entering a state education faculty. Some do not get this opportunity. It is not because they lack skill. It is because there are no opportunities. So when these students seek their education privately and receive clinical training at public hospitals, I wish to ask you if it is fair or unfair.
ඒක සාධාරණද අසාධාරණද කියන එක මම කැමති ඔබෙන් අහන්න.